Good evening. Welcome to another edition of Sky Blue Fans TV. Well, we got a packed out show for you tonight. We are going to start off the show with a look at this weekend's game. We're going to get the panel's opinions and verdicts on what they think is going to happen this weekend with QPR visiting the CBS Arena 20 years on from the first ever game against QPR at the CBS Arena it was. So there you go. It was 3-0 win as well, which was absolutely superb. Can we do it again this weekend? We'll also be looking back at the panel's favourite moments of the 20 years at the CBS Arena. We're going to talk about what do they make of the first three games this season so far. And we welcome back Spot the Ball. Yes, Spot the Ball is back. And it's a good one. It's a picture from last weekend's magnificent win against Derby County down there at Pride Park. Big congratulations to Leon Kitchen and his partner on the birth of their baby boy this week as well. Congratulations straight after the game on Saturday. So absolutely superb. And wish them all the luck in the world. Right then, let's get on with the show. Let's bring the panel in. Let's bring in Vicky first. Good evening, Vicky.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening to Kenneth. Good evening, Ken.
Yes, good evening all.
Good evening. And we got Claudio as well.
Good evening.
Oh, we got a packed house tonight. This is going to be a good one. And we got Jack in his stupid hat. This is the most ridiculous hat I've ever seen him buy. Terrible.
What?
Terrible. I ain't having it. I am not having that. It was awful. Absolutely awful. Anyway, right then, let's get your guesses in first. Here we go then. Spot the ball. Get your guesses in, guys. Are you ready? Here we go. Spot the ball. Wow. Here you go then. So you got a chance tonight to win a Sky Blue Fans TV mug. And all you got to do is guess where the ball is. So let's start with Ken. Where do you think the ball is, Ken?
12.
Number 12. Okay. Claudio?
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay. Vicky?
Number 9.
Number 9. And Jack?
I'm going to go with number 8.
Number 8. Okay. So everyone get your guests in. You can win a Sky Blue Fans TV mug tonight on our show. So welcome back to Spot the Ball. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love the old Spot the Ball. It's brilliant. Right then, here we go then. A second home game of the season in the league. We're not counting the cup one. So in the league, second home game of the season. Come to you first, Vic. What are you expecting this weekend?
3 points. Is what I'm expecting.
Is that it? Is that all you're expecting?
No, I'm just hoping that we can just build on that Saturday's performance. I think what you really want early on in the season is some upward trajectory, and we started slow against Hull. We got a result against Luton. We got a result against Derby. You want to keep on going in that, and there was a lot of positives, especially attacking wise on Saturday. That's what I want to see. That go for it and 3 points.
Yeah, and do you reckon there'll be many changes? Do you reckon he'll keep with the same team, or do you think he'll bring Sakamoto in this weekend?
I'd be inclined to keep it the same. I mean, I don't know whether he will, but I also think that if your team's won, that team deserves to go out the next game, and then the other players have got to force their way back in. So I think you just keep the same starting 11 and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, Ken, do you think he'll set up any different to what we did against Derby with the style of play that we played against Derby?
No, I think you'll see very similar. I mean, we've got to attack at home. We've got to start on the front foot. We've got to attack. We've got to get goals. And I think you'll see an attacking display on Saturday and hopefully plenty more goals like we did against Derby.
And I mean, there was questions asked about Rushworth's first equalising goal from the free kick. You a bit off put by the start he's had, really, because he had that great game in pre-season friendly, and then the last 3 games he's looked a little bit unsteady. Do you think that's he's still finding his feet within the team, or do you expect more from him?
Yeah, no, possibly. I mean, I've been impressed with him, what I've seen of him so far, to be honest. I thought he was pretty unlucky with that goal, really. I'm not going to blame him too much. He probably could have done slightly better, but not, it was a powerful shot, wasn't it? It went in. It's one of those. But he looks composed in the box. He's quick, getting rid of the ball. And I'm quite confident with him totally from what I've seen so far. I think he's probably, he is the best keeper we've got at the moment. And he might even still be in when David gets fit. You don't know, do you?
No, definitely not. And Jack with the silly hat on. Sorry, mate. I can't help it. I just don't get.
I can tell.
I don't get the badge. I don't get all this. I just don't get it.
I like the look of it, so I thought, why not?
I just don't get it.
20% off the shop at the moment, and 10% cash back with Monzo. So, cheap.
You need another 20% off that one. I mean, I was just mentioning about Rushworth there. I mean, going into this game on Saturday, I know he let in 3 goals, but one of them was a penalty, which he went a little bit early. Are you disappointed with how he started, or are you quite confident with him?
No, not really. I said the other week, I think before the Hull game, that the mistakes he'd made were with his feet. He'd made some good saves with his hands. And at the end of the day, that's what we want a goalie to do. We want the goalie to save shots. I'm not too fussed if his passing isn't perfect, because we've got other players in the team that can't pass. And I'm not fussed if his distribution's not perfect, because, again, we haven't had a keeper for, God, however long that's distribution's pretty poor. So as long as he can stop the ball going in the net, that's the main thing for me.
I mean, for you, out on the field of the out players, is there anyone that you expect a little bit more from this weekend? Because now we're a few games into the season. We've had a good pre-season, really, with the amount of games that we had. Is there anyone that you think really needs to start stepping up to the plate now and really going forwards?
Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 half answers for this, I suppose. I think De Silva had a good game, but going forward, he needs to improve defensively slightly. There's still the ball in the channel and over his head. I know we can't help the height thing, but if his positioning was better, it would sort that out. And this might sound really harsh, especially because we scored 5 goals, and he was our player of the season last year. But Jack Rodoni, I'm not saying he played bad, but he wasn't directly involved in any of the goals we scored. So I'm not saying, he's poor, we need improvements. We just need him to get that a little bit more involved, because I think if we do, we'll start scoring more goals on a consistent basis, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a podcast today. They went into deep dive into the Cov goals today. It was a brilliant podcast. I sent you the link earlier on, Jack, about this new software you can use to analyse a game. And this lad was he's Oxford fan, and he was talking about Jack Rodoni, how we went and scored 5 goals and Jack Rodoni weren't involved, yet last season he was involved in, so many different opportunities. Claudio, Jack Rodoni, he's a player that, he's going to create something on the day. I mean, Jack said he weren't really that much in the game. I've seen quite a few brilliant glimpses from him on Saturday. I think you can't not be without Jack Rodoni, can you?
He's probably saving himself for Sheffield United, isn't he? Anyway, I'll tell you what, if we can score 5 goals and he's not involved, we must be doing something right. So imagine what we're going to be like if he does get involved. But he's doing other stuff. It's about time other players turned up, isn't it? We don't want just Jack Rodoni doing everything. So I think it's good that other people are picking up the mantle and actually getting on with the game. That's what we need. We need everybody contributing, not just Jack Rodoni. And
is there anyone in that team, you've got an experienced head on you, you've been to so many games, like I asked Jack and the rest of the panel, is there anyone in that team that you want them to really improve a lot more going into this weekend, considering how much football we've played in the run-up to this?
I think if Mason Clark and Haji Wright have top games on Saturday, we'll take QPR playing, because I still think he's injured, so he's out. I think maybe back before the international break, maybe. But I think those pair, if they're on their game Saturday, and hopefully Jack Redoney picks up a bit, will be too much for QPR. You know, those are the two players. We just need Haji Wright up and running like he was a couple of seasons ago, I think. You can excuse the slight bit of laziness as long as there's an end product.
But he can't. You know. But he can't rely on getting a penalty surely all the time. You know, I mean, there was situations for me. He's one player that I want to say that has really got to improve for me. I've said it the last couple of years. He's very, is it lazy? Lethargic, I suppose, is more the word, isn't it? Bit more lethargic. I think you see him running and then he sort of stops. There's no onward movement. I was talking to Neil Thomas on Saturday at the game, and we were saying, look, he stops. He keeps stopping. He doesn't go for the close down on the keeper or anything. He stops. Yet you got Mason Clark chase it down. Redoney chases it down. You got Asante chasing it down. For me, I think he is the most vital player to really start up in his game. He is the best finisher we've got in the team. We all know that. He definitely is. But he can't rely on us trying to get a penalty every weekend just to score a goal, can he?
No, but I don't think you're going to change the way he plays, though. It's too late now. I mean, how old is he? That's the way he plays. I don't think he's that type of player, Miles. He doesn't put pressure on players as you expect a striker to do. I think he's just, I wouldn't say late on a plate for him, but he's not that type of player at all. He's not going to hound down defenders like a Jamie Vardy type player, or even, I mean, Victor didn't really, did he, at first, to be honest?
No, not at first.
No, I'd say it was Hamer and O'Hare when Victor was in the team. They were the two who used to press. It's just his style, mate. There's nothing you can do about it. That's the way he plays. I don't think we're going to change it.
We need to change it.
Well, I know.
We need to change it.
And Ellis is similar. So you got two guys up front who similar in terms of, pressing, basically. So it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, yeah, it is. It's difficult, which is why I still think we need to bring somebody else in, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I can't see anything happening now. I think it's gone all too quiet. Vicky, I mean, do you agree with that about Haji Wright? Do you think it's too late to change his style of play?
Yeah, I think Haji's right. At his age, he's not going to change significantly, is he? The way he plays. I mean, I guess it's one of those things, isn't it? Because he generally's got a fairly decent sort of chance to goal ratio, and I think if he takes the chances, so if he when he's there, he's scoring the chances that created, and he gets sort of 18, 19 goals a game. Probably we can accept that, can't we? Because he's contributed it, but if you're not bringing much else, you have to score the goals, don't you? So that puts a lot of pressure on him to get goals, because if that's all he's bringing to the table, you got to score those chances when you get them. So, but I think Haji's right. You're not going to get a player at his age to be like completely overhauling his game. What we've got is what we've got, really.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think what we've got is what we've got, but I think there is ways to make him change, because if he wants to get into that USA team, I think he's really got to sort of really up his game, and he's really got to fight for that place. Right, let's get some comments coming in. Just before that, though, let's just quickly do spot the ball again, and then we'll carry on with talking about QPR, because we've got some comments coming in. We do have a QPR fan coming on around about 8 o'clock. Jared will be coming on. He's been on with us before. Get your guesses in, guys. Where do you think the ball is tonight? Have a little guess there. You could win a Sky Blue Fans TV mug. Right then, Claudia, let's get on to some comments then. Let's see what we've got coming in about this weekend's game.
It's Paul Cuttyford. I think a repeat of the scoreline of 20 years ago will take the 3 points and start to bed ourselves in the playoff spot. Mark Reed, I said not Mike Reed. Mark Reed says, we need a statement of intent, 3-0. Salop CCFC. Paul Cuttiford, just look back at that season 05-06. That year we had a poor first half, amazing second half of the season. How often has that happened over our history? That's true. Rich T says, Callum Doyle. Looks like Callum Doyle has gone to Wrexham. He's gone today.
He has. Yeah, he has gone. Yeah.
He looks a bit fat now anyway. Mark Cooper. We know we can score from anywhere. Unfortunately, we are weak defensively. 3-2. We'll take 3-2. Says and Tez. A couple of new transfer rumours about from reliable sources. Danish forward and a centre back.
Ooh.
I really think we're done in the transfer market.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Alan Sutton says, Wrexham is a strange place to end your career before it starts. J. I am still stupidly confident we'll get two to three players in. One will be a statement. What are your thoughts on this, and where would you see as key areas? We'll probably cover that later, won't we, Miles?
Yeah, we'll cover that in a bit, yeah.
Lots of evening alls, yes. Says and Tez says that hat is shocking. And what Rich T says, what is that? Lots of spot the balls.
Tell you what, we should stick this hat on Claudio with his top that you don't like, Miles, and then see what happens
with the shorts.
And we'll stick you in a deck chair.
Yeah, Hector need a solid performance on Saturday with a clean sheet. Loads of guesses. Spot the ball. Hope somebody's writing these down. Trevor Merriman says attack, attack, attack. Mark Patman, evening guys. Let's hope it's another fine display of the Sky Blues. I'm going for 3-0. Sky Blue Army says our defenders ain't helping him. I presume he's referring to the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And Mark R says Rushford only played 7 games for Hull last season. He's good. We can all see that, but he's inexperienced.
He played at Swansea as well, though, didn't he?
Yeah. Paul Stratton. JDS is my concern. Defending is a problem. Gave ball away for 1 goal and was marking no one for 3rd goal. Rudy doesn't look 100% fit to me. Isn't it amazing that Ben Sheaf, another pre-season, and he's injured straight away? Is that every season now? That's what happens. Ian Court. Yeah. Rude. Rude needs to change his hairstyle. Then he'll start scoring. Yeah, he's gone for the perm, hasn't he?
I know. He's gone for that.
Tom Grennan look.
Yeah, he's gone for a right perm.
Yeah. Mark R. If Jack Rodoni is getting double or treble teamed by the opposition, then there's more time and space for Torp and the front three to work. Although he's not been the same player since the perm. Everyone's blaming the perm, you see.
I think they're missing that he had a shoulder injury just before the end of the season.
Anthony Pettifer, Hadji did more closing down at Derby. Sky Blue Army says, how many different tops does one club need? Do they have a different colour top for going to the toilet in?
Wow, you say they got loads of different tops. They still haven't got the pro version of the away shirt in. So I
was waiting for you to say, "Yo, you can just go in Jack's hat."
All right. Calm down, Jack. There's no need to be like that. These young whippersnappers.
I hope you're not wearing that to Japan.
Yeah. Glenn Watkin, Man City have a buyback option on Callum Doyle's deal to Wrexham worth 7.5 million. There's a 25% sell on.
I ain't talking about that anymore. I'm sick of talking about Callum Doyle.
Mark Reed, surely Hadji must realise it's a World Cup year in his home country. If he steps up, he'll be in the team. I mean, in fairness, he's come back from an injury, and I think.
By the way, Glenn Watkins just want to wish his son a happy birthday today. 16 on the day they get their GCSE results as well. So.
And Glenn also says No wonder we didn't entertain a move for him. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. You see, we don't. Well, yeah, we don't know what all the whole deals are, do we? What goes on? Jonah Fat Cat. Hello. If you had to describe Bobby Thomas as a beverage, what would he choose?
That's a great question.
Go on, and let's answer that question. Let's come to you first, Jack, because you said, that's a great question.
I haven't had time to think about it yet.
Well, you're the one who said that's a great question.
It is a good question. It's a great question, but yeah.
I'll go Singapore Slinger. That's what I'll go for. What about you, Claudio?
I'll go sex on the beach. Why wouldn't you?
Vicky? No, so I reckon you're gonna go something like some sort of Yorkshire like brown ale, like a proper northern tough drink.
What about you, Ken?
A Red Bull Energy, because it's full of energy, isn't it?
I'll go for a Guinness because it's got a nice large head.
Oh God. I don't know. There you go. That's a good one. I like it.
Rich T says, "Are you still confident there's 2 coming in, Ken?"
Come on, Ken, answer it.
Well, yes, because the deadline's not reached yet. So we all know how many deals go through last minute. So don't be surprised if it still happens. I think we need 2, possibly 3, but I'll be happy with 2.
Don't be surprised if 2 go out the door as well.
Yeah. Nelly C, scoring goals and winning games builds confidence. We could bang goals in from all over the place.
Oh. Do you know what? I listened to what's the guy with the long hair? I can't remember his name now. The one on YouTube, the guy with the long hair on YouTube, the footballer pundit guy, whatever his name is. He was on with a football expert, and they were talking about our game, and he said, let's talk about the game that was the most stupidest game all weekend with the most stupidest scoreline. And I thought, what? How can you describe it as a stupidest game and the stupidest scoreline? I mean, seriously.
Well, on the second tier podcast, they're both Derby fans, aren't they? And I'm starting to lose patience with that now since we've had Lampard, because they just hated, basically. They took 50 minutes before they spoke about our game. Our game, the most entertaining one of the weekend, not a word for 50 minutes, basically.
And then they wouldn't say anything positive about us. They just said, we've got loads of injuries, we made loads of defensive errors, and that was it. No, nothing positive about Coventry whatsoever.
Yeah, so I just turned it off. They can do one.
That's it. Benjamin Bloom, his name is. That's the one I'm on about. Benjamin Bloom. Someone's just put it up in the comments.
Dave Sports Photos. I thought Wright did a lot of closing down compared to normal, but it's almost as though he hopes the ball is moved on before he has to actually make a tackle.
Yeah, I watched it back. And there was a few times he pulled out of a challenge. You know, definitely when he could have got it. So,
Pompey
sorry,
Lil,
Claudia.
Sad state of affairs that Wrexham is more appealing than Coventry.
Well, Disney calls, doesn't it? Simple as.
He probably doesn't even have to move house. He can just drive there every day from Manchester.
Yeah. Mark Patman, I'm confident that Coventry will have a great season this year. I'm not too impressed with the teams from the Premiership. That's so. I've had a season bet 100 on Coventry to finish top. Oh.
Oof.
You know what that means, don't you, Jack?
Nice.
You should have just given me the 100.
Andrew says, "Why wear a hat indoors?"
Just do.
You do know, Jack. You do know if you wear a hat indoors all the time, you end up going bald.
That's why he wears it.
I think, Miles. I think my hairline's a bit better than yours. I'll be all right.
No wrong with my hairline.
Paul Hughes, evening. Met 2 Cov fans who live in my village. Malpass, that's 3 of us. Looking forward to meeting with Jack and Claudia in the posh seats. Oh, shush now. Don't think the squad is good enough at the moment.
No, I agree with Paul. I don't think the squad's good enough at the moment.
Nicholas Coleman, bought the Coral away shirt after the Derby win?
Well, I was going to, but they still ain't got the pro version in. Come on.
On the up says, I'm sure I've just seen Jack on Emmerdale.
Oh, the lad that's going out with Gabby. That's who he looks like.
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about now.
I've not watched a minute of Emmerdale, so I'm not a Scooby.
I'm going to find it.
Can you Photoshop a hat onto him as well, just so we get the true reference?
So regarding the drinks, vodka Red Bull, says Glenn Watkin. Dave Knight's slippery nipple. Oh, never tried one of those. Mark R. Who had 19 minutes before Miles mentioned the Pro A shirt in the sweepstake? Guinness, love or hate it, and you're guaranteed to slip up every pint. Jonah Fat Cat, he says, sex on the beach is crazy, Claudio. Especially in a sandstorm.
Here you go.
Nicholas Coleman has gone.
Is it on? Oh, won't work. It won't work. It's right.
Press
refresh.
it.
It won't come up. I was trying to get it up. Press refresh. Hold on then. There you go. That's Jack.
Oh yes.
It's gone. Oh dear. There you go.
All right. Nicholas Coleman says Long Island iced tea. Full of spirits, but too much lime at the time, or is it lemon? I do like a Long Island iced tea, actually. Craig Robinson from Sky Blue Fans Forum. Do we now call Jack the Hat now? Who remembers him from years ago? Oh, wow. Jack the Hat McVitie.
Jack the Hat.
Yeah.
Jack in the Hat.
The Craze, yeah. Mad Frankie be coming on in a minute. No, I mentioned the Craze.
Uh-oh.
Dawn Cook, let's hope it's not like it was with Palmer and people leave us on the last day. We have no time to get them in before the window closes. You can guarantee it will be like that, Dawn.
Yeah. Two going out, nothing coming in.
Salop CCFC says can't watch second tier anymore. Don't watch any more as well. Says Sky Blue Army, too negative. Yeah, they absolutely loved Mark Robbins, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Well, he is top of the league.
He is. Yes.
Who's top of the league?
Mark Robbins.
Oh yeah. Oh. Mark Reed says Wrexham will be a graveyard for their new signings.
Oh.
They're gambling a lot of money as well, aren't they? That's not going to end well, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Wrexham are offering 50k per week to do no contest. I suspect it will end in tears. Blimey.
Yeah.
He's good, but he's not worth 50 grand a week. I'm telling you that now.
What's interesting as well is he's been on loan at Sunderland, Cov, Leicester, and Norwich. All teams that probably could have made a serious bid. None of them have bought him. I'm not sure. I don't sure he's actually progressed as well as probably people thought of that season he had with us. I mean, he wasn't that good at Norwich last season. They conceded more than us, so I don't think that's a lot of money for a player that I'm not sure is probably quite as good as we thought he was going to be. But
did you read that one out? I think that's quite good.
Birmingham Wrexham are like kids in a pick and mix sweet shop, being told they can take any sweets they want. They are taking them all. Let's hope they're both sick and throw up. The thing is, here you go then. So, I mean, we're looking at this game on Saturday.
I mean, our team this Saturday is good enough to win this game against QPR, isn't it, Vic?
Yeah,
Surely.
yeah.
I mean, to come away with 3 points out off this game, surely.
I think so. I think the only reason that we really need additions is for depth. I think like that the team that will go out on Saturday, assuming there's no more injuries, is enough. It's just that we could do with just another, I think at least another centre back, especially because we let Binks go. So I'll be disappointed if we. But fundamentally, that starting 11 should be good enough to win the game.
Yeah. And what about you, Ken? I mean, you keep saying we're going to see some more through the door, but let's just say we don't see any more coming through the door. Do you think this team is good enough to finish in the top 6?
I'll be very disappointed if there's nobody else comes through the door, because we're going to get injuries. There's no doubt about that. We've got a lot of games to go, and we're going to be playing midweek Saturday, and we're going to pick up injuries. So, and the squad's not going to be strong enough. If we get an injury up front, we've only got Sims really that can slot in there. Maybe Bissett hasn't gone anywhere yet, as he's still hanging around, but it looks like he might be on the way out. And if we get an injury at centre half, then we've only got a youngster to put in there. So that is, for me, it shows the weakness. We really need to strengthen, and I think Lampard's well aware of that, and I can't see him starting the season with what he's got. There'll be at least another 1, possibly 2 coming. I'll still stick with that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's come back to our opinions about Saturday's game in just a moment, because we've got our guests waiting in the wings to come and chat with us all things about QPR and what to expect from them this weekend. So let's bring him in straight away. Jared, good evening.
Hiya, chaps and ladies. How are you?
You all good?
I'm all good. Yeah, all good.
Good. Thanks for joining us again. Now, before we do, we've got Spot the Ball. I think you did this last time. Have a little guess. Where do you think the ball is? You could win tonight a Sky Blue Fans TV mug.
Oh, I'll go number 5.
Number 5. Okay, Jared's gone for number 5. It'll put you in the hat then if that comes off. Where's everyone gone? Everyone's left me. Where's everyone? Oh, hello. Everyone's back. Okay, brilliant. Right. So thanks once again for joining us tonight. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to pronounce this, because I'm sure I'm going to get this wrong. But you've had a change of manager, and it's Marty. How do you say it? Marty Cifuentes. Huh?
Yeah. Cifuentes.
That's it. Yeah. That's the one. Him. How's it been taken on by the fans? How's it going with him, do you think, so far?
So Marty left at the end of last season. So he was loved, actually. He was really, really popular, the most popular manager that we've had in a long time. And I think his exit, I think there was quite a split. There was talk that he had been speaking with West Brom over their manager's job. And once that news broke, the club put him on gardening leave. And again, it was mixed, because he had done a good job. We had done well to stay up in the last 2 seasons, really. But the form was really, really patchy. So when we played you guys in January, I think it was, if we had won that night, we would have gone 1 point off the playoffs. And I think you won and you went level on points with Borough in 6th. And from that point onwards, your season seemed to go on an upward trajectory. And then ours completely went down the pan. And again, we were lucky to survive in the end. So maybe it was time for a change. But the new guys come in, Julian Stefan, again, I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right. Yeah, it's still really, really early days, so we can't really judge much yet. But it's not been the greatest start, I'll be honest.
And what about your signings through the summer? Because you've just signed from Wickham, Kone. I watched the QPR pod today, and I heard that he's not 100% fit. Is that correct still going into this weekend?
Yeah, the manager was speaking earlier today, and he said he reckons it'll be 2 or 3 weeks before he's up to full speed. So I don't think he'll start at the weekend. He probably got about 20 minutes at Watford at the weekend and looked sharp. But I think we've got so many injuries. I don't think that they're going to risk anybody who's not quite fully fit yet. But I think it's been a relatively positive summer. The club are really looking in that market of players that they can sign now that are 21, 22, and then sell on for big money. The last one that we did that with was Eze, and obviously he's going to Arsenal now. We should bank about £7 million from that transfer, so that's going to come in handy. So they seem to be focused on potential, and that's all well and good, but you also have to think about the here and now. And I think we're lacking in 2 or 3 really key areas, and unless they are addressed in the next week, then it's going to be another long season for us, I think.
And where are those key areas? Because I heard you've had a fill in. Was it a fill in left back this weekend just gone against Watford? Is that the same going into this week? Is that one of the positions you've got to strengthen?
So it's fullbacks. So we went into the season with one right back, Jimmy Dunn. Probably our most important player, was made club captain in the summer, and obviously he picked up an injury in pre-season, so he's not played yet. He should be back for Saturday again, but I don't think he's going to be fully fit. I don't think they'll risk him. So we've been playing a 20-year-old central midfielder at right back who's never played right back before. So that was a good start to the season. And then we got rid of our first choice left back from last season. He was out of contract. The guy that they had earmarked as coming in and being first choice for the season, he tore his ACL in training before the first game of the season, so he's out as well. So the fullback position is a bit cursed. We've got a 19-year-old Brazilian kid who made his debut in the first game. Played pretty well, to be honest, for his debut. But then on Saturday against Watford, he decided to drop him, and he played the centre back, who's not left-footed, at left back, and again it didn't go very well. So I would have thought he'll go back with the natural left back. He's 19, but it's better than playing somebody out of position. So yeah, fullback is an area that they probably need two, a left back and a right back, and central midfield as well. We're really weak. Our best midfielder, again, hardly played in pre-season. You can see a running theme here with the injuries. He came back last week, managed about 20 minutes at Watford, made a massive difference. Again, whether or not they want to start him and risk it on Saturday, I don't know. But then behind him, you've got Sam Field. He's been at the club 5 or 6 years now. Brilliant servant. And then we've got this guy that we signed for £3 million last summer, Nicholas Madsen, who is one of the weakest footballers I've ever seen at this level. Physically can't cope with it. He's talented. I've got no doubt about it that in a different league he'll probably look really good, but in the Championship he's been an absolute disaster. And yeah, I think that's the area. And if we go in again with those two on Saturday, A, we won't stand a chance, but B, I'd have serious question marks over the manager's judgment, because it's not been good so far. So those are the two areas really.
And who have we got to look out for? Who's most impressed you so far during pre-season, and for the first 3 games of the season? Who's impressed you the most? You
say three games. We've in the whole of last season we used 30 players across 46 games and our annual 2 cup fixtures. We've already used 30 players.
Wow! Across
3 games this season. So against Plymouth, it changed every single player pretty much, and we had about, I think, 5 or 6 players making their debut. So again, it's that real kind of push on trying to bring through some young players. And so in terms of who to look out for, our 2 most exciting signings in Kone and Poku from Peterborough. Poku, first game after an hour, pulled his hamstring, so he's obviously out for the next few weeks as well. So you're playing us at a good time. Kone is not going to be fit, but he's one to look out for if he comes on. Ilias Chair, who's been at the club a long time now, I think he's coming into his 8th or 9th season. He scored a brilliant goal against you guys 2 seasons ago. And then I quite like the look of our centre-back pair. We've got Mbenge, who was at Reading last season, and Liam Morrison, who joined us from Bayern Munich at the start of last season, who was at Celtic. And it's probably the most promising part of the team. I think he'll put Mbenge back at centre back, and I think they're two players again that the club hope can be sold on in the future, because Morrison especially has got a real kind of calmness about him. Isn't flustered easily. But yeah, and then we signed an interesting player from Burton, a Jamaican forward, he played the first half against Plymouth in the Cup and then started last week, and he's got real pace about him. He's a real hard worker, quite raw still, but I think he's one that once he gets to grips with this league, I think he'll cause problems too.
I mean, you're talking about your injuries there. We're worried that we got one injury in Ben Sheaf. He keeps getting injured, and you got about 15 injuries compared with us. I think it just sounds like you've had real bad luck.
Yeah, I always think there must be more to it. I don't think it can be unlucky. We've obviously got Jake Clark Salter, who was at you guys before, and
yeah,
he his first season at the club, we hardly saw him. Maybe played 10 or 12 games. Second season, I think he managed about 34, and then last season got injured in about November time, and we haven't seen him since. And there's not even a time frame on his return. Michael Frey, who's our big striker, if you were at the game at Coventry last season, big number 12 for us, bald guy up front. He's injured, not back till after the international break. So we've kind of been, the spine of the team's been really wrecked. So you are playing us against at a really good time, because I think as the season goes on, if these players come back fit, I think we'll be fine. But at the moment, I think we're there to be beaten, I think, unfortunately for us.
And how's the fans? How are they travelling up this weekend? Are they travelling up in their numbers, or?
We sold out at Watford, and within half an hour, the boos amongst the fans were audible. We were 2-0 down after 25 minutes, and we were awful in the first half. And yeah, the fans turned really quickly. And I think if I was Lampard, I would be setting my team out to really go for the jugular early on. I think we've sold about 1,700 for the weekend, which isn't bad. I think if we had played better at Watford, I think there would have been a bit more of a turnout. But yeah, I think that the first half performance especially put a lot of fans off.
I mean, this game coming up at the weekend, I heard on socials today, QPR fans are saying this is their toughest match up until the international break. They think this is going to be your toughest game. Are you feeling the same?
I think when we look at our first 10 matches, I'd say this is by far the hardest. I think after you guys, we've got Charlton, Wrexham, Stoke, Oxford, so teams, Bristol City, I suppose, at the end of at the beginning of October. But those teams aren't really on a par with what you guys are. I wouldn't say so. For our first 10 games, I think this is our trickiest one by far.
Yeah, and as you say, we might be catching you at a good time with all your injuries and things, which is, it's sad, it's bad for all teams to get all these injuries and throughout the season, but to have all that many at the beginning of the season, it's going to take its toll, and you're probably going to play catch up like we've done the last 3 seasons. We've played catch up every season, and I think we've had a good start so far, which is nice for a change. Do you think that's how it's going to be for your season? And you're going to start off just trying to grind out results, and then later on in the season make a last minute push and stuff?
Yeah, possibly. We've got this interesting guy who works in the fitness side of the club. He's worked in various sports previously, and he joined 2 years ago under Ainsworth, and they came out and said in pre-season they didn't overload the players. They knew that they would start slowly and they would build up to prevent any kind of injuries. And that season we started really slowly. Ainsworth left, and we got better. And that season the club have said that we had the best player availability in the whole league. Now this guy went and worked for other clubs, other teams in America last season. The injury record went down, and we had players unavailable every single week. And he's back now full time at the club. So I do wonder if they're trying that that approach again, just build up slowly, and you're going to have to sacrifice some points at the start of the season. And if you've seen us in the first 2 games, so many players have gone down with cramp, and you think the first couple of games of the season, you probably should be a little bit fresher than cramping up after an hour. So yeah, I think we're going to have to play catch up again. My concern is that eventually that catches up with you, and we might not be able to turn it around. I think the manager's new, unproven in this league, so yeah, it's a risky game, and I think if they don't go out and sign a couple of experienced championship players, then it might be a tough season, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying, because if you're down in that bottom 4 or 5, going into, say, November and then into December, you could really get drawn into it, and morale could drop. The fans heads can drop as well, can't they? And they can get on back of the team, and anything can happen. And it is a vicious cycle, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, and I think it's a really tough league this season. You, apart from Sheffield Wednesday, who seem like they're in a complete mess, it's really hard to pick the teams that are going to be down there, because the newly promoted teams, Birmingham and Wrexham, aren't going to be strugglers. I think Charlton have invested quite well and have got a manager that will always do enough, I think, to keep them up. And then you look beyond that, and you've got Derby, who I think have signed well this summer. Maybe possibly Oxford, Portsmouth, but I think it's a really tough season. And like you say, if you find yourself in that bottom 5 or 6, maybe after the October international break, then you start to kind of panic. And we're hoping these players come back soon, but most of them haven't got a real time frame on their return yet. So
yeah, and that can really take effect, can't it? To be honest with you, how do you think this game's going to go? Then how do you think QPR are going to do this weekend? Let's get a score from you and see what your thoughts are.
Well, our first half performance at the weekend, we all sat there having seen that you guys scored 5 goals, and then watched our defensive performance, and we were like, we're in serious trouble. If we play it's weird. The first game against Preston, we were pretty good first half, really tailed off second half, and at Watford we were awful in the first half, and then second half really improved and probably did enough to get a point maybe. But if we play like we did in the first half, if we start slowly, then I really fear for us. And I'm always impressed with the Coventry support as well. I think it's one that if you guys start well, that support builds in the stadium. I do fear for us a little bit. If we nicked a point, I think every QPR fan would bite your hands off now. I think we'll probably lose 3-1 maybe. Not very positive.
Well, trust me, we don't score many games with 5 goals, do we, Ken? Vicky?
No, we don't. Craig Robinson, one of the viewers, had just asked a question.
Yeah.
Who do you think's a major threat from the Sky Blue side?
Well, when was the last time that your strikers scored? We always seem to kind of a charity for strikers that haven't scored in a while. I think Sims scored his first goals against QPR at Loftus Road a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I do like Haji Wright, actually. I always think, again, in this league, he's the kind of player that should be dominating defences with his size, with his ability. And would you say he's underachieved a little bit for you guys?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Maybe.
Yeah, without a doubt. He should be doing a lot more than he is. I think we all think that.
You said Ben Sheaf's injured, didn't you?
Ben's injured. He got injured in the first game. He came on as a sub and he went off 7 minutes later against Hull. But yeah, you're right. Haji Wright scored at the weekend, but it was a penalty. And my worry is he's just going to hang around waiting for penalties all season. Because he doesn't. He's not really, like you say. He should be dominating this league. Really, the sort of physicality of him, the speed of it. But he's not that type of player. We're all expecting someone like Victor Gyökeres, and he's not that sort of player. Same with Sims,
you were spoiled with him, weren't you? Let's be honest.
But we were spoiled. Ben
Sheaf was the best midfielder in this league 2 seasons ago, I would say. He's been really unlucky with injuries, isn't he?
Yeah,
By the sounds of it, like, because he could have pushed on and been in the Premier League without doubt. I think that form that he showed a couple of years ago.
I think
Yeah,
his season sort of dropped off, didn't it, Vic? I think you agree with me with this one, that when Hamer and Victor left, his form sort of dipped, didn't it? Because we gave him the captain's armband and things. But as soon as Victor and Hamer left, I think Ben Sheaf's form sort of dropped off, don't you, Vic?
Yeah, and I think that we've said before, there's so many injuries, like I just said, they're just building up now, and he never seems to be able to quite get back to fitness and form before he gets another injury again. So it's a vicious circle, isn't it?
And it's such a shame. It is such a shame because he is such a quality midfielder. He really is.
Yeah,
you know,
so good. But I think in terms of like danger men for you guys, I feel Coventry is more about the collective than the individual. Whereas some clubs in this league, I think, are relying on individuals to win them games. I think watching you guys last season, especially in that run under Lampard, there was just a spirit there that he kind of created or adapted from when Robbins was in charge. And I feel that's your biggest weapon in this league, if you like. It's not about an individual. I don't think it's an easy place to go and play. The atmosphere is always good. The home sport's good for you guys. So I think in terms of that, I think it's just a difficult fixture, if that makes sense. I think there's other places like maybe Bramall Lane where we would go and it'd be like, oh, that player and that player, but you wouldn't fear the team, or if that makes sense.
Yeah. We play more. We play more as a team, as a collective, and when you see the goals last weekend, you know, five different goal scorers. So you know, it made a lot of difference. You know, with a team performance, and it was a team performance, to be honest.
I think we're going to be in for a tough afternoon.
Yeah. Well, we've sold 24,500 season tickets, so
wow.
the crowd's going to be absolutely massive this weekend. You know, it's going to be brilliant, and if the weather's nice, then you know everyone will turn up in their forces as well. Because the other two are backstage, let's bring them in because we're going to get their scores, because we're doing a score prediction table at the moment. None of us are doing very well with it.
Did anybody predict a 5-3 at the weekend?
No one predicted that. No one's seen it at all. So let's come to the panel then. Let's get our goal scores. Jack's going to jot these down. We're all doing rubbish. Vicky, we'll come to you first. Let's go ladies first. Give us a score for this weekend.
I'm going to say 3-0 to match that game from 20 years ago.
3-0. Okay.
Oh yeah, the first game.
Yeah,
20
years.
Game at the Rico, wasn't it?
No,
20 years ago.
Crazy, isn't it?
It's funny. It was just after we beat you in the Ibiza Cup final, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah. There was a lot of trouble as well, weren't there?
A lot of trouble. I've never seen anything like it there. Like it's not really a ground that we ever associate with that kind of thing. But we left early, obviously, because we were getting smashed. And I can just remember the police running here, there, and everywhere, trying to stop any trouble. But
it boiled over from that competition abroad, didn't it? I remember
watching
it.
Yeah,
it was on YouTube. Yeah, I think it was on YouTube. The game, wasn't it? I think, if I remember right.
I can remember Deli Adebola that day, just playing like a prime Alan Shearer or something, and
we won't put the goals up while you're on the stream. Don't worry.
No.
Jack, put them up. No, I'm only joking.
They're at one click of a button. That's all it is.
Sorry, Vic, I forgot. What did you say again? Because we just got chatting. What did you say?
My score 3-0.
3-0, yeah, 3-0, 20 years ago. Okay, Ken, let's come to you.
Okay, I'll go 3-1.
3-1. Oh, okay. Same as Jared there. He said 3-1, didn't you, Jared?
Yeah, I did.
Right, let's go for Claudio. He's got loads of writing over his face at the moment. That's the best place to keep him.
I'm I'm going for an uncomfortable 2-0 win.
Uncomfortable 2-0 win. Okay. Before we go to Jack, can I just ask you a question here, Jared? What do you make to Jack's hat?
Is it the elephant?
What do you think to that?
That is quite a hat. I quite like it, actually. Why not? What's wrong with it?
Thank you.
That's a polite way of saying that's crap.
I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's new today, and I'm getting pelters off everyone, so means a lot.
Of it.
Oh dear.
Right, go on in, Jack. Your score.
Well, not to copy the panel, I do also want to go 3-1. I've got this feeling we'll concede. We always do, but there seems to be goals in us. So 3-1 for me.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, it's not going to be a draw. I don't think it'd be a draw. I'm gonna go. I can't have 3-0 because Vicky's had 3-0. I'll go. No, I can't. You've lot have all had me scores. This ain't fair.
Go for 4-0 then.
I can't go for 4-0 because that's ridiculous. We ain't going to score 4, are we?
We scored 5 last week.
Yeah,
if you've got two good wide players, if your wide players are on form, then the fullbacks are there to be got at. Honestly, yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm going 5-0 then.
5? You can't go 4, but you're going 5.
10 goals in 2 games. Wow.
Ken, 5's realistic. We did it last week. So,
yeah. I'm going 5. Forget it. I'm going. He's just said if our wingers are on form, we're doing it. Okay, 5. Sorry, Jared. That's your fault for saying if your wingers are on form.
It is my fault. Yeah. When we win 3-1, you're gonna be like, what was he talking about? They're pretty good, you know.
I know, yeah, exactly. We're gonna go, what? Where's that come from?
Jared, we've got a question about the wrong one. It's moving. We've got a question about your away strip. Are you likely to wear the away strip at the weekend?
Of course they are.
Yeah, actually, they've not worn it yet, I don't think. And they always have to get the away kit or third kit out, don't they? So yeah, I would have thought, and maybe it's a sign that it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow, and we've got her the pink kit for her birthday with five on the back. So maybe if we lose 5-0, I'm blaming you for that.
There you go, Miles.
Yeah, 5-0. There you go. You just said it. Hey, the last time we played a team who wore pink, we beat them.
Yeah, one of the last times we had a pink kit a few years ago, and we lost 7-1 at West Brom. I think it was 1-1 last time.
I'm changing it. 7-1.
We didn't wear it much that season.
But hey, we the only reason we scored 5 against Derby was we made them go blind in the first half. When they come out the second half, they couldn't see anything because our away strip is like bright coral, like a Monzo card. So they all had to. I'll tell you, if the sun was out, Eustace would have had to send all his players out wearing sunglasses. It was that bright.
Is that in there, Claudio? Is that what
but it looks orange. But it's bright. It's bright. It's really bright. Can I ask Jared a quick question?
Go on, hurry up.
Hurry up. The guy who got in charge, he got Rennes to they won a competition after 50 years.
Yeah,
he got Strasbourg after nearly over 40 years, top highest position in the top 6 in France for Strasbourg, all on a shoestring, both clubs. So is that what you're expecting at QPR? Maybe that's what he's trying to. They brought him in to do that.
I think his record of working with young players is exceptional. And that's clearly the chief executive at QPR is being really explicit in saying that is our model. We have to develop young players. We have to sell them on. Our record of doing that over the years has been horrific. I think the signings in the summer with Kone and Poku, I think there's probably massive sell-on clauses for Peterborough and Wickham in those deals, and it's probably the only way that we could have got them, because they were bigger clubs than us, looking at both of them. And I think his reputation of working with young players and developing them, I think that's the main thing. And his record with those clubs, taking smaller clubs and achieving something without spending much money and using young players, is the reason. And he does speak really well. He's really articulate. His English is good. So I think we're optimistic that he'll do a good job. I think we're really pleased that the club is going down that route, because that's how clubs like QPR have survived over the years, really, from back in Les Ferdinand's days and things like that. But like I said, the only concern is the here and now. They need a couple of short-term players that will come straight into that team and make a difference.
Yeah, brilliant. Excellent. Well, listen, Jared, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Absolute
no problem.
Pleasure
Thank you
to
for
have
having
you
me
on again. And we'll see you later on in the season as well, hopefully.
Yeah. When's the return fixture? Is
Oh,
it?
blimey. Now you've got
I have no idea when it is. Yeah, that's a good test.
Hold on. I've got it. Hold on.
31st of January.
Okay. Nice cold
So deadline
January.
day. Deadline day.
Deadline day. Yeah.
Let me just check my new calendar. Hold on a sec. I just want to make sure. I know Jack's got it right, but I just want to look at my new calendar. So you got new calendar. Look, it's wicked. It's got everything in it. If anyone wants a new calendar, by the way, head over to Neil Jack's Facebook page. It's brilliant. Oh, here you go. QPR away, 31st of January.
Perfect.
Down the bottom.
It'll be moved to a Friday night for Sky, probably.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
We've had enough games moved.
Have you got many? Yeah, we've had 7 games moved before Christmas, and 6 of them are home games, which is really annoying. So I don't think we've got a 3:00 Saturday game until November now, which is
They moved Birmingham game to 12:30. They moved Wrexham game to Halloween, so I can't do Wrexham now because I'm DJing. Gutted, absolutely gutted. And there's loads of games been moved. I can't name them all. I think we must have had about 7 as well. I think the same as you.
We've had 8 moved.
Is it 8? There you go, 8. 8.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
I really hope we're all wrong. And yeah.
And I hope your daughter has a great birthday tomorrow.
Thank you.
Wish you a happy birthday from us all.
Thank you very much. Take care, everyone.
All right, take care.
See you later.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
Ta-ra. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Love it when we get an away fan on. Superb to get their thoughts. Someone's just come up here. I don't know what this is about. Chris Foster says, how drama queen Miles again. Don't know what that means. Not a clue. But Alison Barry says, yes, Miles, PUSB, 5 hearts, 5-0. Boom. Right then. So that was good, isn't it? That's good, that. I quite like that. That was good little chat there to find out what's going on at QPR. Shame about all their injuries, but let's hope we can take advantage of that this weekend. Right, here's Spot the Ball again then. Here you go, Spot the Ball. Get your guesses in. Have a guess now. You've got you've got quite a while actually to get your guesses in, and you could win a Sky Blue Fans TV mug this evening. Also, don't forget, head over to our description on YouTube. You can get your tickets now for David Speedie night at the Walsgrave Workingmen's Club. Over 100 tickets sold so far, so it's going really, really well. 26th of September, Friday night, the night before the Birmingham City game. David Speedie will be joining us down at the Walsgrave Workingmen's Club. We are hosting the evening again. There's a book signing as well, so bring your books along. He'll sign it, have your picture taken. There's also a raffle and a quiz on the night as well. There is also a special program this weekend marking 20 years of the CBS Arena. It is available on Oh, it's online now. You can order it online, get it delivered, or you can go down the shop, get it, or you can get it outside the ground. And if you want coach travel for Millwall, I've seen loads of people asking about coach travel for Millwall next week. CCFCtravel.co.uk. They are running coaches down there next Tuesday evening. And if you want parking this weekend or at away games or even at different home games, head over to coventryparking.co.uk. A massive night coming this Saturday at the Old Shepherd. This is a night you don't want to miss. All right. And I mean this. Even if Coventry lose, you want cheering up. You don't want to miss this Saturday night at the Old Shepherd. Okay. I can't give too much away on here, but you will not want to miss it. Trust me. Come down. You're going to love it. It's going to be a great night. Right then, let's crack on then. 20 years of the CBS Arena. Jack, let's play the goals.
Let's get them up.
Oh, it's broke.
No, here we go.
Long ball forward, pumped. Looking to pick out Scowcroft. That's good control. And now Coventry City will work this one in. Chance, Jorgensen! It's a fine header. Sent the keeper the wrong way and he skips with delight. Coventry City have opened their Rico account. And all from a lovely ball, once again from the left. And a fine header from Jorgensen. One in the middle of the park. This will be a big battle in the air, and Adebola's done well here. He could run on to the end of this one. Stops. Still Adebola. Swings it. He scored! What a fine finish that was. Well, I think everybody was expecting the cross, but not Adebola, his second of the campaign. And it was good strength from the big man to twist and turn. And then fine finish. Left-footed. Low pass to keeper. He's happy. Chance maybe for a long throw. Instead, it goes short. And the ball into the box. This should be, oh, it's come off the post. This is another chance. Adebola's there. He's doubled his tally for the day. And a real hash in the back four from QPR. He should have been cleared not once, but possibly twice. But there was Dele Adebola. Razor sharp. And he profits.
There you go. Attendance, 23,000. Well, we're going to break that, aren't we? Now,
that's because they didn't get a fire certificate for half the ground, well, one end of the ground.
Yeah.
That's right. It is. But I'll tell you something though. When you look back at that, and you look back at how things have changed at the club all those years, and to now, I mean, it is completely different. But Jack, come to you first. That was your first ever game, wasn't it?
Yeah, first of the downfall of my life. No, I'm joking. Yeah, first one for me. I'm led to believe that I did actually visit Highfield Road as a very, very young child, toddler, baby, whatever. Literally zero recollection of it. So I count that as my first official game. I do remember it. I remember the day. I don't really remember the goals, if I'm honest. So looking back, that's not a memory. It's just, oh yeah, I was there, sort of thing. I remember I got stuck in the chair. that's my best memory of that game. And yeah, that's kind of what started me on the journey, I suppose. I didn't start going regularly till about 10 years after that. It was 2015. I started going regularly. But yeah, the first game for me, and not a bad start, really.
No, definitely not. I mean, Ken, what do you remember about that day?
I remember the build-up. It was great. The build-up, all excitement of playing a new stadium. Yeah, it was fantastic. And then obviously we got the goals and we got the win, which was important. And but I remember in the morning and the build-up to the game was great because everybody was excited about turning up at the game, new ground. New era, wasn't it, really, for us all? So even though we all, great memories of Highfield Road, it was a new era, and it was a great start to the campaign for us. So it was a good game and good 3-0 win. So and Houchin-like header, wasn't it, for the first goal? Which was good.
Klaus Jorgensen, yeah, brilliant ball in as well. Great cross, and
not
just
sure what the keeper
latching
was
on the
doing,
end.
He went walkabouts, didn't he?
It was Brad Collins in goal, that's why.
That's Brad Collins in goal. And what about you, Vicky? I mean, it was, we all remember Highfield Road and, walking up the streets to Highfield Road, but I thought it was quite strange walking out to sort of that edge of the city and, just having a big stadium, and there wasn't much around there at the time, was there? Tesco's had just started opening and things like that, but it seemed weird going up to a new stadium, didn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. Because when I used to live near to Highfield Road, that was within walking distance for me. So we used to go and have a drink in the pub and walk up. And then all of a sudden I was going to travel the opposite side of town. Knew everything really. Like, you get used to your seat, don't you? Like where you sit. So we went to find like a new place in the ground. Just knew everything to it. It is all a bit odd, isn't it? You get so used to something. And then so.
It didn't seem 20 years, does it?
No, I can't believe it's weird. It's not one of those weird, I can't believe it's been 20 years. But I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's sort of a bit of excitement, a bit of nostalgia. I suppose lots of different emotions. You're sort of missing Highfield Road because you're so used to going there. You're excited about something new. I guess all of that was still tinged with the fact that obviously we didn't own it, and so there was already the beginning of issues, wasn't there? So I mean, personally for myself, I've never really felt like CBS was a proper home until probably once we came back after COVID. That for me, the last bit of time at the CBS is much better. I've got far more memories and fond feelings about the sort of past 5 years, isn't it? Compared to the 15 before, when there's like little pockets of memories, but a lot of it wasn't much. I didn't really feel anything.
I was going to say, it didn't, like you said, it didn't feel like home, did it? It never felt like home. It felt, there was never that warm connection, was there? There was, when you went to Highfield Road, I mean, I spent a lot of my time in the East End, and when they redesigned the East Stand and they had the bar inside, and it was nice and warm, cozy. It was friendly. You got to know the stewards, the stewardesses, and all that sort of thing. They were all the same people every week in, week out at Highfield Road. When we moved to the CBS, they weren't the same people every week, were they? It was someone different all the time. And when you went through into the concourse, it was quite, I was expecting it to be a little bit more enclosed, and it wasn't. It's so open, and it didn't feel right, did it? Because you're not used to that sort of thing, that sort of size stadium. It didn't feel right, did it, when you first went in there?
It's much more stark, isn't it? And like very concretey, whereas I mean, it's like anything, isn't it? A lot of these older grounds have just got much more character, and Highfield Road had that, and the CBS has never had that character. And luckily now it's getting full and there's something to be like cheering. That sort of brought an atmosphere and a homely feeling to it, because you're never going to really get that from the structure of the ground, because there's nothing to really be like, it's not overly attractive, is it? It's just but so we've had to make it into something really.
And they have started to put things in the concourse and that to make it feel more like home. And they've done something this weekend for the kids who design kits. They've put them all on the wall down the far end by the family zone. Everyone that entered, they've put them in frames, and then the winners in bigger frames. So they're really trying to make it feel like home. Claudio, what did you make to that first day at the CBS? Well, the Rico back then.
It felt too big. It actually felt too big a stadium for us. That's what I thought at the time. And it didn't have, I mean, wow. There's a bit of a wow factor there, but it didn't feel, I mean, you're saying about feel like home, but it didn't feel like ours at all, did it, even then? And it was really weird, because I went with my boss. He'd got 4 seats in the, you could buy a posh seat, couldn't you, when it first opened?
Oh, really? Oh, you're in the prawn brigade again.
It started off.
Started very young. Yeah, you know what I mean.
But it
Who's got minute 75 in the prawn sandwich bingo? Someone jot that down.
But my main concern was getting there. I was so used to driving from Leamington or Warwick to Highfield Road. It's just an easy drive straight down the A46 and bypass towards Leicester, and then Binley Oak, parked by the Binley Oak, beer engine. I mentioned this in the podcast with Jim Brown this week. And then we moved. I'm thinking, how am I going to get there? I've got no idea how to get to that end of Coventry. Never driven that way. And there were some games, some night matches. I was absolutely terrified. I didn't know where I was going. You didn't have sat navs then, did you? I got no idea where I was going, where to park. Felt completely foreign. It felt like I was going to an away game every time I went to a home game. That's how it felt. I enjoyed going to the away matches more, if I'm honest, because I was more familiar with some of the away grounds. But when we had West Ham there, I think Leeds there, Chelsea Cup match when it was pretty full, they were great games because of the atmosphere. You know, and then of course the one where we came back to play Gillingham. Well, that was a rubbish game, but I remember seeing it full, thinking this is how it should be here. And at the time, I thought we're never going to fill it, are we? And look at us now. You know, it feels like home now. That's the main thing. It was a weird experience, and the fact. And I just thought, how typical Cov that we can't get the fire certificate and we can't open the whole ground. It's, you know, it's meant to be a massive celebration. And you think, come on. Because I think the first two games we played away, didn't we? We couldn't play at home.
Yeah. I think the nearest we came to filling it was the Chelsea FA Cup game, wasn't it? Where Lampard played in that game.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
I mean, it's...
And Newcastle, wasn't it? I think Newcastle game, it was full, and Crew Alexander in the cup, that was virtually full, wasn't it? Because
Didn't we get fairly full with West Ham in town as well? I think they bought 7,000.
Yeah.
That was fairly full.
I think
it feels like home now. That's the main thing.
I still don't think it does, to be honest. But that's my personal opinion. I still don't think it feels like home. But I mean,
and there's a lot of people who say the same as well, Miles.
Yeah. I mean, I was just excited that day to see me brick in the wall. That's all I was pleased about. Bought 2 bricks, one for me and one for my brother, and I was just pleased to see that in the wall. I was like, which wall is it going to be in? And there it was in Jimmy Hill's wall with Joe Elliott and everyone. It's ace.
Well,
and that was one of the big things for me.
I had a chat with Jack because we were stood by the Tom Hutchison the last home game, and I mentioned that I didn't have a brick in the wall because I said I didn't buy one because I didn't want to move there. I didn't want to contribute at all.
I've got one. I've got one on the John Sillett wall.
Yeah, you can't have one now. That's it. Simple as. But I mean, also, I took Will up there as well. It was one of his first games that I ever took him to, was that, and he was literally early just born. I still took him up there, which was bloody brilliant. But I mean, it is. I mean, the ground itself. I mean, we've got some great memories. I'm going to come to you now and ask you over the years, over the 20 years. I mean, Vicky, you touched on it that the first 15 years, really, there wasn't really much to cheer about apart from the Checker Trade semi-final against Wickham. That was brilliant. And then, you know, Crew as well, that semi-final, that was brilliant as well. Chelsea, Newcastle, seeing them up there, West Ham. But I mean, for you, have you got anything that really stands out for you over the years of being at the CBS?
See, I think that's the thing. That's why it's a bit weird that it's 20 years, because for me, a lot of those years are all just merging into one. And I mean, I probably have forgot about things. And if someone said, I'd be like, oh yeah, that was really good. But to me, the still one of my favourite moments is that game against Forest when we came back after COVID and when we came back to Coventry, and that the sort of emotions of that day. Still, I can still remember that, and that probably stands out in my memory. And I think that's when it started to feel like it was at home, because I'm like Claudio. I didn't really want to. It was a pain moving. I knew my routine for, like, I used to end the Rose and Crown and then walk up Walsgrave Road, walk up to Highfield Road. It was easy. I knew my routine. I knew how to get there, and it was a pain travelling across town. And so I didn't really want to, and there wasn't a lot on. I think probably like the Dylans and things like that opening, and more sort of things opening up around and like the fan village and things like that have helped, because now it feels like you can walk up and there are fans around and you can socialise around the ground. That didn't help for the first, because you were pretty much just turning up to a ground that was in the middle of nowhere, so you didn't get that sort of feel of walking up together like you'd have walking up like Swan Lane or something. So I think that was part of the problem. So yeah, for me, I think probably about 8 out of 10 of my favourite memories of CBS have been in the last sort of 5 years. Games like that, like the Forest game, like probably sort of that. The game against some of the games like against Fulham and Leeds when we've beaten like decent teams there. There's been some really like good memories in sort of recent years, and that's just helping to make it feel like it's our home, I think, for me.
Yeah. What about you, Jack? What's been the memorable moment for you up there?
I think if you talk post-COVID, you could name 10, 20 games. Honestly, there's been so many highs at home. There's been so many lows at home as well, to be honest. I've got 4. I'll run through them really quickly. I've got 4 pre-COVID ones here. Checker Trade semi-final against Wickham, running on the pitch at the end. First time the club had been back to Wembley in 30-odd years. I think it was 30 years. Unbelievable. That was brilliant. Couple of weeks after that, we played Charlton. We drew. We threw pigs on the pitch and we got relegated to the 4th division. That sticks out to me because that was the lowest point in our club in 50-plus years. 2 have gone out of my head now. Losing 6-2 against Yeovil Town at home. We're pushing for promotion in the 4th tier, and we got absolutely spanked by Yeovil.
Luckily, I missed that.
Yeah, well, lucky you. And finally, is actually the lowest attendance at the CBS. I was there. It was the Checker Trade first round of knockout stages in the 2016-17 season that we won it. We played Crawley Town at home. We scored a goal, 1 goal, Marvin Sordell, and the attendance, I've just had to look it up because I knew it was low. It was 1,338, and they only opened the side of the ground where the posh lot sit, but I wasn't in a posh seat. I don't think anyone was that night. There was so little people there. They all 4 stick out to me in the pre-COVID era for very different reasons. But like I say, post-COVID, you could talk about 10, 20, 50 games probably that are very memorable.
Absolutely. And Ken, is there anything that stands out for you?
Well, I'll certainly say I agree. There's been quite a few ups and downs really over the years, hasn't there? I remember the dramatic comeback against Preston. That was in the Checker Trade, wasn't it? When we were
yeah.
We come back and scored literally in injury time to win it. Obviously, the wins against Leicester, they were massive. Leeds, that was because they're quality teams. And of course, the game, although I'd say it wasn't a great game, the return when we played Gillingham when it was a full house and we won 1-0. But it wasn't a great game, but it was important to be back there, and we all thought that was it. We'd be back there forever. But of course, it wasn't. We were off again, not long after that, wasn't it? And it all went sour again. But so there's been a few good memories and a few bad memories. So, but yeah, if I had to pick one, I always like beating Leicester. So it was nice to beat Leicester that time, and Fulham, of course, as well, because they'd obviously they were a good side, and to stick 4 goals past them was good. So, but I agree with Vicky. It's a pain getting there because I live that side of town as well, Stoke side. So it's walking distance for me. No issues about parking or anything like that. You just walk to the game, don't you? Walk to the ground, and you had your normal routine. And it's all been upset now. We've all got all different routines, haven't we? Whether we come by train, car, get a lift or whatever. But it's all different now. So, which is a shame. But I suppose things move on in life, doesn't it? And it's nice to get the big crowds, though, isn't it? We wouldn't have got 30,000 in or 28,000 at Highfield Road like we do now. So, it's nice to get the good crowds.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Claudio?
seeing Oasis.
Oh, I forgot the Spice Girls.
That was good.
I was going to say, can I go with take that?
Take that as well. I was there. Yeah.
The Enemy and Oasis. That was great. Mainly because I was obviously on the pitch and I couldn't believe it. I got quite emotional that night just because I was on the pitch of our ground. Bizarre, but yeah. I'd say my favourite bit was Jack will probably say which season it is. The season where it must have been the return back to the CBS where we won the first 5 or 6 games at home. It looked like we could, and then we played Derby. And we had that 0-0, didn't we? But that was 1-1. I just thought we're invincible. This is like we've come back. We're going to win every game at home. And of course, that wasn't the way. We then drew 1-1, and then couldn't win again until about God knows when at home. It was like a nightmare, wasn't it? But I think, favourite games is difficult. I mean, obviously Wickham because we're going to Wembley, but I was going to mention that the next game all hell broke loose, and it kind of tinged it a bit, didn't it? I thought, but I would say the Forest return. The Forest game, but also Sheffield United when we put 4 past them, didn't we? That was quite an enjoyable game, and I think they got promoted that year, didn't they? Sheffield United, I think. But it's difficult, isn't it? Because in recent years, there's so many games you could pick. Oh, I know, Valentine's Day, Millwall, we beat them 1-0. Yokeres scored. Caroline refused to go with me, so I took my best mate.
Oh, blimey. Brilliant.
So, Miles, what was your favourite gig at the CBS?
I haven't been to a gig at the CBS. Oh, I have actually. I'll tell a lie. I have been to a gig at the CBS. The Specials. Tops all of yours. You lot can go and sit down, sit back. Don't talk about what you Spice Girls and take that and bloody Oasis, mate.
That's not
Coventry
the picture, was it?
The Specials. The Specials. Don't matter. Specials played at CBS.
You got Grennan next week as well, didn't you?
Yeah, got Tom Grennan next week. That's going to top it as well. So absolutely superb. Anyway, my favourite moments. Blimey. My cousin's just put in there that the semi-final of the Checkatrade, I won Kick It for a Ticket. Kicked it from the halfway line. And that night was pretty good because when that final whistle went, I went round to grab Will. I was with a few people we made friends up there, and I went round to grab Will, and I went, "Where's he gone?" And he was on the bloody pitch. I've never seen him move so fast in all my life. I thought, oh my God, that reminds me of Highfield Road when we beat Everton and had to climb over the fence to get onto the pitch. We had to beat them to stay up. I just thought that's how I was. What Will's just done to ran straight on the pitch is how I was back then. Like father, like son. So but you could look at Fulham. You've mentioned it. You've got the Sunderland games, brilliant. Someone put, I don't reckon the Crew game was brilliant. I didn't say it was brilliant. I said it was brilliant crowd. It was a great crowd that we had that night. But you've got Sheffield United game when we were losing that game. We came back to win that one. Vicky, you said Forest as well. The first game back, that was just superb. And that season, didn't we have the most injury time goals of all in the Championship? It was ridiculous. Like Claudio said, it was like we were unbeatable, and we kept scoring in injury time, and it kept going on and on and on. And you think, blimey, what's going on here? And there are so many good moments that you could. I don't know. You could probably write a book about it all between us all. I want to say the best ever player I think I've seen us have at the CBS, and it's probably 2 best players that I've ever seen Cov have at the CBS. Is Victor Yokeres and Gustavo Hamer. I think have been the highlights of probably being up at the CBS. I think for me, that season with those 2 players in our team, it was just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal to have COVID and then come out of it and to be able to witness a player that is now playing for Arsenal in the Premier League, and you see him you see his picture on Sky Sports or whatever, and you feel so proud because he played for us, and you think, like Jared said earlier on, we were spoilt with Victor, and we were spoilt, and those are the moments you got to think of, the way those players were in our team and the way they performed for us. And Gustavo Hamer will be a legend throughout, because he's just brilliant, not just on the field but off the field as well. And I think they are the best moments, to be honest, at the CBS. I think it's just superb to have that caliber of player playing for Coventry City. You'd never think it, would you, to be honest? So yeah, I've gone on enough. I've gone on enough. Let's get some comments. Have we got any comments about this then, Claudio, about the 20 years at the CBS?
That's caught me out. I'm still way back at 7:57.
Yeah, I mean, you've starred loads. I've seen you starring them.
Oh, right. It wasn't me starring them. Somebody was starring them, wasn't me.
Oh, and also, I will say, I just wish that we could go back to the sky blue striped nets as well in the goals. I think they look really cool. And the different markings on the pitch as well. Do you remember when we had the badges behind the goal? Do you remember when they painted the badges? That looks so cool. I wish we could have that again, because it just looked brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, you caught up, Claudio.
Right, Superfans put 20 years since we moved into CBS Arena. It's only really felt like home the last 5 years. Primrod says, I was there. The program is in my bedside table. Gower 87 says, remember Wise playing for us that season and the overhead kick he scored against Hull? Mark Cunningham, 20 years. Where are we? Here we are. 20 years, where's the time gone?
Gone.
Scary.
Cheers.
Scotty Army, did we have those cards you had to put money onto to buy a drink, or was that later?
Yeah, there was a catering
yeah.
there. You had to top up. They went cashless, didn't they? The catering outlet, and I don't think it worked quite because everybody's like queuing up to put money on like a credit card to buy your food in the ground.
I wonder if anyone's got any money left on one of them.
I bet I have. I'm rubbish at stuff like that.
Yeah. What's this? Have I dreamt this up? What's this I've heard? That they're going to try a new system at the game where you can pre-book your drinks for half time.
Apparently, it's going to be chaos.
I can't do that.
I'll tell you what. The last home game.
They just get self-service things in there, like at the horse racing.
Claudio pre-books his in the box.
The last home game, when I met up with Jack outside the ground, and I went to get a beer, and they've got like 50 beers half pulled on a hot day. I thought, that's rubbish. I'm not having one of those. Yeah. You get halfway down, it tastes horrible. Anyway, on the upstairs, anyone get the first program from that game? Yes.
Yeah, somewhere in the loft.
Mark Cunningham still misses Highfield Road. Matt, remember the old paper book season tickets, especially that very first season at the Rico?
Yeah, I've still got mine.
Those still... Oh, yeah, here we go. Snap CCFC says, those still catering pay-as-you-go cards, you can have to queue up to load with cash. Flipping crazy.
Yeah.
Mark R, it's crazy to think that at the time Matt G&T was making statements about needing 20k a week to break even. The last crowd of the seasons, we've only just reached that level. It's true. Matty's 7. Oh, he's not happy. Lampard out.
It's a wind up. Got to be a wind up.
And he's been told to jog on by somebody.
Play to it.
Matt's mentioning the and at halftime performance back from back then, the crew. Yes,
Yes, that's right. There was, yeah.
They used to
Yeah,
always
the
feel
crew.
sorry. They used to look so
Whatever happened to them? Whatever happened to the crew?
They're grandmothers now. Only in their 40s.
Probably are. They probably are.
Chris Foster, bang on, Claudia. Just how I thought of it coming from Warwick. I think a lot of people were like that when we moved. It was like, how am I going to get there?
You lot just didn't know how to leave Leamington. You thought there was a brick wall around Leamington to get out of the place.
That's right. Had to wipe my feet on the way out.
Unbelievable.
Mark R took a Chinese exchange student to the second game. He had no idea what was going on, but he loved it. Sounded like our midfield at the time. And just happy to be there. Mercer's Arms before games at half, Highfield Road, home fans, one half, away fans, the other half. Great atmosphere, great memories. That's Paul Stratton.
We did have some good
The
times.
majority of people will see in recent years, Brian Tully, Fulham 4-1, Bristol City 3-2, and Matson was sent off late. Matty Godden winner.
Yeah. Brilliant.
On the up. Oh, he mentions the your kick it
for a ticket.
Yes. CBS Frank Wood says CBS feels great when it's full, not so when it's only half full. Highfield Road always had a good atmosphere, especially when we had the terraces. The difference with Highfield Road, because of the way the ground was, it didn't have to be full to create an atmosphere sometimes. Chris Foster says, going to Northampton and being called a scab as I went into the ground, that hurt.
Yeah, there was a lot of that going on.
Did you read this one out, Miles? That weekend game was the one Miles scored from a halfway line on the up.
Oh, yeah. That was
I can't believe that was you.
That was an awful pitch. Awful pitch that night. I nearly slipped over. It was that bad.
Dan says, I live in Blackpool. They sell those caps at our zoo.
He didn't hear it.
The Stag and Hen Coventry. Evening, guys from the Stag and Hen Coventry. I hope you're all well.
Good evening. I think they're all watching it in the pub. I think they've got it on the screen now. They're watching us. Oh, he's put that picture up, by the way. You know the picture Paul Cuttiford gave him that he won in the raffle? He has put it up where the bell was, the bell for the bar. It's literally there. I seen the video of it the other day. It was brilliant.
On the up says, my best game was beating Premier League Blackburn 1-0 in the FA Cup replay. Leon Best scored with protective face mask on.
I remember that, yeah.
Oh, I remember his face mask, yeah.
Alison Berry says, what was it like the first game after getting back to CBS after all the protests?
Oh, what was it like?
For me, the biggest disappointment was the next game. I think we played, was it Preston or Reading or somebody like that? And it was down to 14,000.
Yeah.
And I thought there'd be another big crowd. It just completely dropped off straight away. I thought, what's the point? You know, everyone making a song and dance about it. People struggling to get tickets, and the next game didn't bother, and it was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
At that time, we played Celtic as well. Cracking day. That was, I think, it was a testimonial. Was it Marcus Hall?
Richard Shaw, wasn't it?
Yes, I think you're right, Ken.
I think it was Richard Shaw's testimonial. And Gordon Strachan was the manager at Celtic at the time, so he obviously good mates with Shaw. And he bought. They played a full strength side that day as well. So Celtic, so we did well.
Mark
Yeah,
says
that was
Oasis,
good. That was good.
Mark R says Oasis was the second worst gig I've seen. Or what was your first one then? Stuart Court, 2005, heavy playlist on Saturday. Some bangers if they do. So say so myself.
Oh, brilliant, Stuart. Is it going to be good? Oh.
songs from 20 years ago still new in my head.
That's just your old, mate.
Yeah, they're recent, aren't they? Super fan. What about the lowest experience at the CBS? I remember early on in the League Two campaign when a fan ran on and slagged the players off. That was a low point. That was Forest Green, wasn't it?
Yeah, midweek against Forest Green, we lost 1-0, I think.
Yeah.
Low point for sure.
I think
what
also
was it again?
the FA Cup game. Sorry, the FA Cup game against Worcester. Remember that?
Oh,
Didn't Lee Burge get sent off that day?
yeah, first 3 minutes.
The goalkeeper got sent off. Yeah.
And also, what was it? Sheffield United at home were blowing all the whistles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And went on the pitch, the game stopped for a bit, didn't we?
Yeah, and someone blew a whistle and the game carried on. They thought it was the referee. I remember right. I don't know.
For me, it was just when there was hardly anybody in there and it was just so cold in the concourse. You don't get that now, do you? It's
still cold.
So one of the worst games.
cold.
I remember going to a midweek game when it was cold like that. You know when you got like proper freezing fog, so you can hardly see. And it was midweek, and it was against Southend. And Southend scored in about the second minute, and I hadn't got into the ground, so I missed that goal. And then nothing else happened for the rest of the game. I just was up there freezing, thinking, "Well, we've lost this." That always stands out in my memory as a traumatic evening.
But the best ground's Blackburn in the away end. They got central heating.
I love Blackburn away. I don't know why.
I like Blackburn away. Central heating they've got. Why can't we have it?
Ian Plimlock. My brother was a big part of my football life at the Rico. He sadly passed away on the 6th of June, age 51. Will never be the same going to the game now. I used to work there. We used to go on site together. So, Ian, when you're ready to go to a game, just let me know.
Oh, bless.
I'll sort you out. Mark R, the tennis balls got thrown on the pitch during one of the protests got recycled and used for junior tennis coaching. That's good to know. On the up. Says, I ran on the pitch with you, Miles, at Highfield Road. Remember our grandparents and my dad sat with us that day in 1986 against Everton. We stayed up. We had to win our last 3 games.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was really sunny. And Martin and I think Martin, if I remember right, I think Martin helped me up because I was only small. I weren't much bigger than we weren't much smaller than I am now. And he helped me up onto the railings over the top and I jumped over onto the pitch. I'm sure Martin pushed me up. I'm sure he helped me. My nan and granddad were with me. That was nice. Nan and granddad. And my Uncle Ken.
Mark R, as you're asking, the worst gig I ever seen was the band called Smash at General Wolf. Did you know you two played at General Wolf?
I did know that.
Which two?
You two.
You two.
I never played there.
Don't start that. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. I'm not doing the Abbott and Costello routine. Who's on first? Who's on
You're
first?
on first.
I'm asking. I don't know. No, I don't know who's on 3. All right. That Worcester game, Ken, I remember at the end, our midfielder came over to the East Stand and had a row with a fan who'd been slagging him off. Bit of a wild man. Can't think of his name.
Oh,
yeah. You missed this one. This one. Will the Stag and Hen be offering free shots every City goal again? If so, can I book my table for after the game?
Yeah, they went through quite a few shots, didn't they, in the Derby game, apparently. He's offering 3 shots for every goal.
It's just making up for the whole game.
Stuart Court says, Dirks Bentley to Arctic Monkeys to Daniel Powter to Pussycat Dolls, or a bit of don't ya?
Don't ya?
Ask Dave if it was Jim O'Brien he's talking about at that Worcester game because he played and he was a bit fiery, wasn't he?
Possibly, yeah.
No, the goalie that got sent off, it was Lee Burge.
No, but Dave just said about a midfielder going over and having a row.
At the end, at the end of the game.
I think it might have been O'Brien.
Mark Cunningham, my worst game at the CBS was against Blackpool, when most of the City team had a stomach bug.
I think we went 1-0 up that day as well. Casey Palmer got his first goal for the club. And then,
Yeah, we ended up losing. Was it 2-1?
Pakagon says, had to laugh at my little nephew when Die With a Smile came on radio. He sang, if the world was ending, I'd want to be in sky blue. Couldn't stop laughing.
Oh.
Day Sports. Oh, that sounds right.
Yeah, Jim O'Brien.
Do you remember this one? Joe Cole, when he played for us. It was his debut against Barnsley. Was it Barnsley?
Oh, yeah.
And I turned to Will. I went, Joe Cole, free kick. Straight away, as soon as he come on, took the free kick. I said, this is going in. Bang. First goal. Boom. Yeah. Have it. Yeah. Joe Cole. Flipping heck.
It's from Craig Robinson. It was walking through the winding streets leading up to Highfield Road. As you got close to the ground, the singing outside got louder, especially outside the pub directly next to the stadium.
Yeah.
Can I just say though, I wasn't on Sunday, but the crowd in that away end last Saturday, oh my days, it was loud. It takes me back to Blackpool away when we had the whole side of the pitch. It was really, really loud.
Yeah, we showed the video on Sunday as well. It was good.
Oh, it's had over 21,000 views on TikTok, that video, and people have been tagging in Kylie Minogue. I don't know if she's got it, but you know what I mean. You never know. We might get Kylie on the show. Kylie, if you're watching.
Well, I think she's been sent the new city top, so she might.
There you go.
Wearing it in the video.
Brilliant. Right. Couple more comments sent, and then we've got a few more bits to talk about, and that's it then.
Mark R says, one for Claudio. You could buy tickets for a whole row of season in the upper level that didn't exist.
Where was that? At
the CBS.
CBS.
Yeah.
Uncle Jonker says, the CBS Arena is unique in the sense of its location, local amenities, access, etc. A lot of Premier League clubs would be very envious of what's there, and it has a massive potential for more in the future. And one more here. This is from a Ram.
They've got to sort out the parking up there, though. Go on.
Hey guys, sorry, just found you. I'm a Ram. You outplayed us. Fair play.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you. Right. Okay. So spot the ball then. Last chance to have a go and spot the ball. Here you go. Last chance. Get your guesses in. You can win a Sky Blue Fans TV mug this evening. Where do you think the ball is? Get your guesses in now. And Jack is making a spin the wheel as we talk, and it will be done a little bit later on before we go. Also, please get your tickets booked now. David Speedie. Yes, an evening with David Speedie the night before Birmingham City game down at the Walsgrave Workingmen's Club. The last one we did with Mickey Quinn was absolutely brilliant. So you don't want to miss this night. It is brilliant. It's only a tenner. That's not even 2 pints of beer at the football. So come on. And it helps out the Workingmen's Club as well. It's hosted by us. Book signing on the night. So bring your books along here. We'll sign that for you. Have a picture taken for you as well. And also we've got a raffle and a quiz with loads of fantastic prizes up for grabs. If you're not aware, you don't want to miss this night, Saturday night down at the Old Shepherd. Even if Cov lose, come down because it'll cheer you up. Trust me, you do not want to miss this Saturday night. This has been penciled in last minute because there's a party down at the Shepherd. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. That's all I'm going to say. I can't say any more.
Tune into our live after show.
No, that's later. Forget that. Come down to the Shepherd. Plus, and we are doing a live after show with Jack, Vicky, and Jonah as well. So that will be available. What time are you doing that? Is it 5 o'clock?
6 o'clock. 6
o'clock. There you go, 6 o'clock.
Oh, we o'clock. We're just out of the ground.
What do you mean you just got out of ground?
At 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Sorry. Live with Jack, Jonah, and Vicky will be on there. Now, I don't know if you've seen today. Look at this. Jack, you went to that meeting the other week. You were talking to the guy that said he was going to sort out the train times.
Yeah, Paul Tyrrell said, so he's our new chief operating officer. He said that he's worked very closely with West Midlands Rail in the past for the other clubs he's worked for that I now can't remember. He said he's had a tricky relationship with them, but he's had a relationship with them, which is more than we can say at Coventry City. I don't know whether it's his doing, but something's changed. And we've now got some good times for a 3 o'clock kickoff where you can actually finish watching the game, watch Milan do his way, then leave the ground and still get on a train.
Yeah.
So good news all round.
I think this is brilliant because I get the train sometimes. I did have to leave 5 minutes before the end to get to the train station because of my lungs and stuff. So I had to leave a little bit quicker. The train was at 10 to. It's now moved to 3 minutes past 5. 3 minutes past 5. Oh, strange. 5:38 and 5:50. So there's 3 trains in 50 minutes. Absolutely brilliant. That's exactly what they needed to do, and they've done it. And the trains going out of Cov Station 12:56, 13:56, and 14:31. So if you get the 14:31, you'll be at the ground by 14:45. Gives you 15 minutes to get in the ground. So well done. Once again, we are taking credit for this because we've been talking about it on the show. So
just say, hopefully they can put an extra carriage on, maybe, rather than having 2 carriages.
Maybe, maybe have a third carriage. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we're taking credit for this. So there you are. Happy days. Right then. Okay. Couple more subjects then. If you want coach travel for Millwall, head over to ccfctravel.co.uk if you want to get your coach. And if you want parking as well, head over to coventryparking.co.uk. Right then, we have a couple more subjects to talk. How do I get rid of that? Gone. Just a couple more subjects to talk about. And I want to quickly go through this with you because we are running out of time. Vicky, we'll come to you first. 3 games gone, 2 league games, 1 cup game. Give me, 60 seconds, what you think and make to the first 3 games this season.
Oh, blooming heck. That's
Your time starts now.
Time starts now.
Shall I get the countdown clock up?
I'll tell you what. I was feeling a bit despondent, and especially because after we beat Luton, the atmosphere was still a bit negative. So I decided I was going to be positive, and so I was all optimistic. And then we won 5-3, and so my philosophy now is we will have to have a positive mental attitude, and it's going to take us through to promotion. So that's what I'm taking in my 60 seconds.
Wow, that's brilliant! Absolutely brilliant. Right, Ken, what about you?
Yeah, really happy. We've got 4 points on the board. We're through to the next round in the Carabao Cup. What more can we ask for? It'd be nice to get the 2 wins, but look, we're still unbeaten at the end of the day. So a lot better start than with this time last year. So if we can carry on with the form that we had last year and the latter part of the season and add it to what we've got now, hopefully we can go one better.
Right. Okay. Very positive from both of you. I like this. I do like this positivity. It's brilliant. Let's go to Claudio. So we're going to be negative.
Well, we're 46 points away from relegation. That's one thing. Look, if Milan's shot against Hull had hit the post and gone in, we'd be looking at 3 wins out of 3. I mean, I think it's a fairly decent start from what we've been used to the last 3 or 4 years. I'll take that at the minute. And if we get a win on Saturday, that's a really good start, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Jack?
Yeah, I mean, 3 games were unbeaten. When was the last time we could have said that? At the start of the season must have been years ago. 2 clean sheets. 6 goals in 3 games scored. We're all a little bit worried about the defence, but hopefully we'll get a centre half in. Hopefully we'll see the signings being played, but solid. You can't really argue with a solid start to the season. We scored all our goals in 1 game, but it just means that goals can come from anywhere at any time, at any point of the game when, 2 of the goals came from kitchen pings diagonally, which we didn't expect. So it's been very good. Hopefully it will get better, but, we can't argue with the start we've had so far.
I agree. I think for me, I thought the first 2 games, it was a little bit like pre-season. We didn't look up to speed. We didn't look like we had enough pace. We didn't look like we had any sort of idea of how to finish a team off and, to even get a goal. Yet then you go to Derby last weekend. It was a silly game, and within 8 minutes of the second half, the game was all done and dusted, and you could see what quality we do have in the team. And I didn't feel as confident before that game as I did when I walked out after that game. So I'm pleased. I'm happy we got 4 points from the first 2 league games. I would have preferred 6, but that's me being greedy. And like you, I think the defence still worries me, and we definitely need to bring someone in ASAP. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool, to be honest. Have we got any comments on this, Claudio?
Craig Robinson says, could be worse. We could be Sheffield United supporter.
I saw a thing on TikTok the other day that said, is Sheffield red or is it blue? It's just bleep. It's just awful at the moment.
Yeah, they're both rivals, but both consoling each other at the minute. We're definitely one of the fittest teams. Haven't seen any cramping. Ooh, we only use subs for time wasting on Saturday.
The only worry I've got going into Saturday is I don't know how Grimes is, because Grimes went off on Saturday at the end of the game. He sat straight down. I don't know if it was cramping up with the legs or anything like that, because he did run his socks off. So I'm not too sure on Grimesy. I'm hoping he's not injured, because he doesn't get injured. So yeah,
he doesn't like gash, didn't he? I think he's probably just going to get taped up. He'll be okay.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope. But you know what happened to Sakamoto when he got gashed on his leg? He was out for a few weeks, weren't he? So
Sean says, I'd take 8 million for Bobby, give Hull their asking price, 10 million for Hughes. He'll be worth 30 to 40 million in a couple of years' time.
Is he worth more than Doyle?
Can I just say, Doyle was pants in the playoff final. He had a terrible game. That's what I'm saying. Uncle Jonga, Sheffield United look absolute pony. He took him off, did he take him off? I'm sure he did, didn't he?
He went off injured. Yeah, he went off injured, didn't he?
Oh no, I think he just took him off. I think he just took him off, didn't he? Yeah. He's getting done over, wasn't he, all game? Nicholas Coleman, when we win on Saturday, it would be a very positive start and dare to dream.
Oh.
Love the show, guys. Great reminiscing from Jordan Williams.
Oh, can I just give a massive congratulations to Jordan Williams and his wife and his 2 sons. They've just had another baby boy. Congratulations. 2 days before Kitchen's baby. So I wonder if they're in the same hospital. Oh, it could have been in the same hospital.
No, Kitchen was in Barnsley.
Oh, was he? Oh, they weren't in the same hospital then.
Great content there, everybody.
Paul Stratton, QPR will be tougher game than we all think. Take a 1-0 now. Frank Wood says.
What's he doing in bloody Barnsley? He lives here now, doesn't he?
Oh, he's probably, I bet, well, does he?
Unbelievable.
Well, maybe he's got his other house from Barnsley.
Oh,
well, yeah, because he went to the game, so she probably was at home, wasn't she, with the family?
Oh, I ain't having that.
We say it every week, when we work hard and move the ball quickly, we look unbeatable.
Yeah.
160 watching. Come on, like and subscribe. There's more than that now.
There is loads more.
Ryan Matthew J says, that Doyle deal with Wrexham looks terrible, though. It's just really expensive, glorified loan. I think he's overweight now. I think he's too heavy. Uncle John, the way it's shaping up, Talk will be the main man this season. He's running the show so far. I'll tell you what.
But impressive.
And this is something Jim Brown brought up in the History podcast. We're talking about, I can't remember if he did it during the programme or before we recorded it. If you brought in the centre half, who do we leave out now if we don't get rid of anybody, if nobody goes? Because all of a sudden...
Play three at the back.
Well, that's one way of doing it. But he doesn't like three at the back. But you got...
Who do you shop elsewhere?
Yeah, you got Kitchen spraying the ball like Baresi on Saturday. You know what I mean?
Yes, but you need cover. We need depth. So it doesn't matter if that new player comes in, sits on the bench, or they rotate it. We need depth because we know that if we get injured, we've got no cover.
Yeah,
but
we will
don't want that.
We will get injured. We will get injured.
Fans want Doug to spend 10 million on a centre half, don't they? They want to see a big money sign. That's the trouble, you see. If we were to sign somebody now for 2 million from somebody from League One as cover, there'll be uproar. There'll be no ambition. That's what my thoughts are.
Well, there'll be no ambition anyway, is there?
Well.
Oh.
Doyle will be a PSR homegrown smudge with Man City. Pure profit. That's from Salop CCFC. It's a big long one here. The team need to remember that there's two halves to every game. Been so many times in the past, we turn up one half, disappear in the second. I'm hoping for a few more signs before the transfer window closes.
Yeah, and if we manage to keep hold of Rudy, that's another fantastic news, isn't it? Because we don't want to. We can't afford to get rid of players like that. Rodoni is important for us.
Matt's put is funny. I've seen a rumour on Twitter earlier. Put it back up again. I've seen a rumour on Twitter earlier that if it's still going wrong for Ruben Sellers, Chris Wilder's name was mentioned for a turn again.
Yeah, I can't see him lasting there. To be honest, I think they'll change the manager again.
I've got him down as getting promoted.
Well, that's
yeah. What are our predictions? We still got.
I haven't.
Let's have a quick after 3 games or 2 games. Where are we?
Yeah. There you go. So you put Sheffield United second and Ipswich first. No, you're the only one that's put Sheffield United second. I didn't have Sheffield United in there at all.
Yeah, but you've got Wrexham in there, and they're bottom.
And Birmingham.
Well, listen, trust me, they're coming good. They are. They're coming good. There you go. So there's your predictions.
No, look, there's a long way to go.
Yeah. Loads of time.
Oh, sorry, mate. Big Ange also rumoured for Sheffield United.
Big Ange.
Oh,
Day Sports says, correct, Miles. We're one defensive injury away from playing Latty. That's a desperate situation.
Listen,
he's himself, Latty.
He's our Jamaican international. Go on. Right then. What else you got? Oh, go on in.
Do you think Luke Wolfenden would be a good acquisition?
Wow. That's the lad from Ipswich, isn't it? Yeah. So right, okay. So Mark White lives in Ipswich and he lives with a lot of Ipswich fans and they don't rate him, but he has been a good player for Ipswich.
Yeah.
He's been a solid player and he played most of the games for Ipswich when they got promoted from the Championship up to the Premier League. So yes, could be a good acquisition.
But we've
Sometimes
been
it's one of
linked.
those weird quirks in football, isn't it? Where like they don't rate him while he's playing for them. We do the same. Like we don't rate some of our players, and then other fans are going, "Oh, he's great." And I think it
Yeah.
must just be a weird thing sometimes. Like you were looking at other players from other clubs and thinking they're better than your own, even though they're probably not.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like Mark said though. He lives with these fans, and they go out
Yeah.
drinking, and they're all saying the same. But then
Yeah.
look what Swansea said about Victor. He was
Yeah.
no good. Come to us, he was brilliant. So, just have to wait and see, don't we?
But apparently we're after some guy from Fulham, aren't we? That I've heard. Another winger. Oddo or Udo. Sounds like the guy from Game of Thrones.
Adudo is.
I've never seen
They
Game
do
of
that, do
Thrones.
they? Don't do that, do they?
Godo.
Godo.
Is it a Godo?
I thought it was Frodo. I want Godo from Fulham. He looks class. Waiting
I'm
for
dreading it.
Godo.
I'm dreading if we sign that Dutch centre back whose name's Asante. Sante's got the ball. Asante's got the ball. Asante's got the ball. That's going to be good job. Clive ain't commentating anymore. Oh, blimey. Right then. Okay. Is that it? Have we done?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right then. Last reminder then. David Speedie tickets. The link's in the description. Get your tickets now. Only 10 quid. Come on. Let's see you up there. 26th of September. David Speedie night. Not long to go. And you can come down, get your book signed, bring your book down, and we'll be having a Q&A with him. You'll be able to ask him some questions. Also, it's hosted by us, and there's a raffle as well, and a quiz on the night for you. Right then, let's do Spot the Ball then. Here we go, Spot the Ball. And the answer is, Jack, are you ready? And the drum roll is the answer... Number 12.
Yes, I'm a winner.
Who got number 12?
Me.
Ken, you got it right. Well done. Ken got it right. Number 12. There you go. So that's your winner tonight. How many correct answers have we got, Jack?
Well, before I tell you that, I'll tell you that I put everybody's name on the wheel 4 times just so it looks good when it goes round. So here you go. Here's the name of Wheels. Wheels
2.
of name. Here we go. We'll spin it.
Is that it? 1.
Let's see who wins.
1. No.
There we go. We have our winner. Onyx Freight is our winner.
Only 1.
Who's that on
Only
it?
1. No way.
And me, of course. I guessed right.
And you can. You can get a Sky Blue Fans TV mug.
Thank you.
I can't.
That's what they look like there.
Yeah, turn it round.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. It's one of the new ones as well. So, on Onyx Fate, get yourselves in touch with us. Email going across the bottom of the screen. Let us know your address.
I've got a feeling, correct me if I'm wrong, I've got a feeling he won one at the end of last season, or he won something on the spin the wheel. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I don't know, but Mark Arsgone looks like he's drinking tea from his hands for another week. I can't believe only one person got that right. That is unbelievable. So congratulations. Get in touch with us. Let us know if you're in Coventry. We'll get Ken to drop it round.
In fairness, if Ellis Sims was in the photo, we'd all put number 12, wouldn't we?
Oh, do you know what, Vicky? I deliberately didn't use Ellis Sims tonight because I knew that's what he would say. I
That's because he only played four minutes for us so far in the league.
Yeah, but that's why I didn't do it today, Vicky, because I knew that's what he would do. So
Thanks, Miles.
yeah, unbelievable. You just couldn't keep it shut for 1 minute, could you, Italian stallion? Unbelievable. Right then, just to let you know, then Saturday 6 o'clock, join Jack, Vicky, and Jonah. They will be doing an after match show for half an hour.
Show.
To get your thoughts on the game on Saturday. So please come and join them on YouTube on Saturday, 6 o'clock. Quick half an hour show just to get a match reaction from the game. Ken will be back again on Sunday for the longer show to talk about the QPR game, and we're bound to have something else to talk about, I'm sure. Referees, probably. So that'll be one of them. And don't forget, if you aren't doing anything Saturday night, trust me, there is a special party down at the Old Shepherd. You don't want to miss this night. Anyone's invited, come down, but trust me, you don't want to miss it. All right, come and see me. This night is going to be unbelievable, and your eyes are going to be wide open when anyway. So come down Saturday night. You're going to love it. And if you are going by train, don't forget the new train departure times. Thank you to Cov Support News Services, by the way, on Facebook. He put this up earlier. Depart from Cov Station 12:56, 13:56, 14:31. Depart from Cov Arena Station 17:03, 17:38, and 17:50. So absolutely brilliant. Just superb. And if you want to, head over to Spotify now, listen to the new history podcast. If you are a member on Sky Blue Fans TV YouTube, you will get exclusive access to that tomorrow. From around about midday, you will get exclusive access to that if you are a member. It only costs $1.99, and it only costs $4.99, depends which membership you want, and you will have it 24 to 48 hours exclusive access to the Jim Brown and Claudio History podcast. Okay, is that it? All done?
How much did the train cost? Somebody asked.
I don't know because I haven't used it this season, but last season I think from Lem it was something like £8.70 return.
Yeah,
Mark, we're going to fall out.
Yeah. What was she done? Hold on a minute. Jack's hat isn't bad. It's terrible.
Oh.
And by the way,
Oh no, Klaus.
Craig, no, I'm not doing it in me budgies, trust me. But you don't want to miss it. Oh God, here he is.
That's coming out of that. Look.
It don't even fit him. That doesn't even fit him, that hat. It doesn't even fit him.
It does now. I got my headphones on.
Brilliant. Well, listen, thank you very much, everyone. Have you all enjoyed yourself? Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good. Ken, you enjoyed yourself?
Yes, fantastic.
Claudio, you enjoyed. Oh God, he's got another hat on now. You enjoyed yourself?
Yes, I've had a great evening.
And Jack in the hat. That's better. That's a better hat, actually.
That's a much better hat.
No,
Yes.
Yeah, that's better. Jack, you had a good night, mate.
It's been so-so. I don't like the slander about my hat, but no, it's been enjoyable.
Well, it is crap. Let's hope for 3 points on Saturday then. Let's get this season right off to a real good start. Let's get 7 points out of 3 league games, and let's keep in that top 6, and let's just keep it moving forward. Marker, it's that crap that did shut up your face.
Shut up in your face. Remember that
Shut
song?
up in your face. And what's
Remember
the
that
matter?
song, Claudio?
Yeah, I remember that.
You can't have you lot doing the Italian accent. It's not allowed nowadays.
Shut up in your face.
I'm the only one who can do that now. Shut up in your face.
Oh, and hold on. And Jordan Williams has come back and said, my little one was born in George Eliot in Nuneaton, not in Barnsley.
Oh, why was he born in George Eliot? He should have been born in Coventry. Unbelievable.
Well, it's near enough, isn't it? It's only over the border.
No. Well, congratulations, Jordan, mate. Congratulations, mate. Superb. Right, and apparently we're getting tickets to go and see Greece. All of us.
Are we?
Jordan and his partners in Greece at Christmas,
okay.
and we're all invited.
Oh, cool.
As in, like, the country.
Local.
How much are the flights?
Yeah.
No, not Greece. No.
Oh.
No, forget it. Anyway, right. Good night, everyone. See you all on there. I'm going. I'm off. I'll see you. Oh, see you down at Dillon's Saturday daytime. I'm DJing, filling in for DJ Smithy this week. Come down. We're going to be singing Kylie Minogue and everything. And I'll see you Saturday night down at Shepherd. The guys will see you Saturday evening, 6 o'clock, live after match reaction. Come and join them. We'll see you. Can I see you Sunday? See you all later. See you next week. Bye. Play up Sky Blues.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.